Yeah, that's me. How's it going, guys? Token Vaping. So today's review isn't on a specific flavor. It's on a new RDTA that I was lucky enough to be able to purchase. Been using it about a week now, and I just wanted to give my opinion on it. Now, my reviews on things like this are a little different. I try to keep it a little more simplistic, just because I consider myself, like the common everyday vapor. I'm not the in-depth builder. I'm not a specs person or things like that. There are some great reviewers on YouTube that do the really, really in-depth breakdowns of things like that. I don't, only because I don't feel comfortable talking about things in that form, only because it's not where I'm comfortable speaking about. So I'm not going to try, informing you guys of a bunch of stuff that I don't feel comfortable about, because that's not me. So as I said, this is just a simplistic review on an RDTA, and it's just more of I guess you could say it's more opinionated as far as whether I like it or not, what I think about it, and whether or not I feel it's something that the everyday vapor could use, as opposed to ones for more experienced people who actually do, the complicated builds, who vape really high wattage, things like that. So just bear with me. Thank you for watching. And, if always there is that little red subscribe button, just click that if you are interested in the reviews. But this is the Genesis RDTA from Coil Master. Now, if you know Coil Master, which most people do, because pretty much everybody has tools from them at one form of another, whether it's an entire kit, whether it's the portable kit, whether it's the tab, the mini tab, things like that. Everybody knows Coil Master for making quality tools, and a lot of people I know that build swear by the tools. I have a few of their other products as well, because I use the kits when I build, like simple coil builds and things like that. But they decided to branch out into the RDTA field, and this is their first foray into that. So this is the box. It's pretty basic, it's got their logo. It's bold, red on black. It says Genesis RDTA. Basically has their logo on the sides, and then it has the authenticity code, and Genesis RDTA, and then again on the side. In the box, it's pretty standard. It comes with their little warranty card as far as, and description. Basically, it's just a little fold out as far as to just breaking down the RDTA. Comes with some cotton for you to get started with, which is really nice of them. Comes with spare parts and pretty much everything to replace all the seals, grommet screws, and it comes with a pair of coils, Clapton coils, that they provide for you as well, as long as with a hex tool. Really nice of them. I mean, just to get you basically up and running out of the box, it's really cool. I haven't had a chance to try the coils yet, just because I have coils that I use that are made by a really good friend of mine that I've come to know very well. He's overseas. He's based in Europe. His Instagram page is bow_spangle63. Definitely check him out if you're interested in, high quality artistry and craftsmanship in coils and things like that. Definitely check out his page, give him some love. If you're interested in some of his coils, definitely order them. I would say 98% of the time I'm using anything that requires hand-built coils. They're coils built by this gentleman. I'm just in love with his work. Definitely big shout out to him. The only time I'm not using his coils usually is if I'm reviewing coils by somebody else, or if I'm using a tank, because obviously those have their own coils. Now, I had a problem with mine, and I'll just be upfront and honest about it. Out of the box, the glass that was on the RDTA was already cracked. It might have happened in shipping. It might have just happened, the post office just basically mishandled it, something like that. So I'm using the spare glass that came with it. I've already reached out to them. Their customer service has actually been really on point with that, just making sure that everything is where it should be in the legal matters. So I should hear back from them here shortly, and I will let you guys know the outcome of that. Now, as I said, I'm not going to go super in depth with the build and everything itself. I'm not going to do a huge breakdown on this. I know there are some reviewers that do that. That's just not me. So I do apologize if that is a bother to some of you, but that's just, unfortunately, just my style, I guess you could say. But this is the RDTA. Like I said, I've been using it for a little bit. Now, one of the reasons I don't feel necessary to break this down, besides all the other reviews that are done on this already, is if you've messed with an RDTA at all, especially the Genesis style that has the 2-post 4 holes, you basically know the setup for this. You basically know how to operate with it, how to use it, how it functions. It literally, in my opinion, is about, you know, the same as pretty much any Genesis style RDTA out there. Now, what sets this apart, there are a few things in my opinion that make this a little bit better than some of the other ones that I've tried. One of the things I like is that this here is a rubber seal. A lot of the other ones that I've dealt with either have plastic in there or it's not even a separate seal. It's basically just part of the collar. Now, this collar does screw off to make installation of the coils and the cotton 100% easier. Now, again, they're not the only ones to do it, but what sets this apart, honestly, is the quality and craftsmanship of this RDTA. It is well made, it is sturdy, everything on it is rock solid, obviously with the exception of the glass, but I don't think it was because of how it was made. I think it's just because of how it was handled when it was delivered to me. It comes with, it's fully sealed, it has O-rings all the way throughout. The top cap I like because it's held on by this big rubber seal right here, which has the fill hole, but it's not stiff at all. Like I said, it literally just pops off. You don't have to exert any pressure to it. You don't have to tug on it. You don't have to twist on it and pull. I had a few that I've actually had issues with because of that. The simple on and off of this top cap is a big plus for me, but it doesn't have any effect on the vape of it. It doesn't let, you know, extra air get in. It doesn't leak. Like I said, I've been using this for over a week now, and I've not had any leaking issues whatsoever. The posting on this is really nice. Now, what I do like about the grommet screws on this RDTA, they do provide you with a hex key. However, if you own one of the Coil Master kits, it comes with that little T-square, and like me, I mean, most of what I use, this won't work on. So I've always wondered why they made this. I don't know if this was intentional. I don't know if it just happened that way, but it definitely is a big plus. This T-bar works on this RDTA, makes things so much easier. You have a better grip on the tool. You can make sure that everything is tight properly and that you don't over tighten, things like that. It's just a great function. So now that actually has a better purpose than when I originally bought the toolkit, because I didn't have a whole lot that it worked on. Beyond that, it comes with, it's a 12 millimeter wide Delrin bore tip on here. Now, there is not an adapter for a smaller drip tip if that's what you prefer. So right up front, if you prefer the smaller drip tips, this may be too big for you. You may be willing to try it anyway, just to see, you know, if it's something that you might want and you could work with. You might like it. You never know. But this right now comes as is with a 12 millimeter wide Delrin drip tip. Total wise, it's 25 millimeters in diameter, so pretty much on all devices it has a very nice, aesthetically pleasing flush fit. It's 47 millimeters in height without the drip tip and the 510. So basically, this part here and what you see here, not counting the 510 pit connector and the drip tip, it's 47 millimeters in height. It's made out of stainless steel. It's 57 grams, and this is all off of coilmaster.net. Their direct website, which is where I purchased this off of. For the price, you'll be surprised, honestly. But for the price, in my opinion, it was most definitely worth it. The other thing that helps stand this out from other RDTAs, in my opinion, is it has 8 airflow holes, 4 on each side. And I have tried them on all of them. Having 3 open on each side is not bad. Me, myself, I am a fan of full open wide airflow on everything. Doesn't matter if it's a tank, an RDA, an RDTA, I always use maximum airflow. That just works best for me. I enjoy the flavor and vapor off of that. Off of just 2 open on each side, it was a lot warmer than what I'm comfortable with, but it wasn't super hot. Like I said, 3 on each side wasn't bad, but it did heat up a bit faster than what I prefer. So like I said, I use all 4 fully open. But the adjustability to go, 1 on each side, 2 on each side, 3 on each side, 4 on each side, that's a huge adjustability customization option that not many other RDTAs have. So again, something else that Coil Master did that they thought might be a little bit better or give them a little bit of a leg up on the competition. It has a peak insulator. It's a velocity style deck. And it's a gold-plated deck and pin. Like I said, just overall, it is just a well-made, well-machined RDTA. Now, I'm just going to do a quick vape on it as I want to tie this up. Like I said, this was just a really quick, just simplistic review on this, but I just did want to show my opinion on this, and I told Coil Master that I would do the review on this because that's what I like doing. But the cotton I'm using is Texas Tough Cotton. I have to always give them a shout out. So I've been using Immortality from Philosopher's Stone. If you've watched any of my videos, you watch any of my posts, you know that that is one of my favorite go-to flavors just in general. So I'm going to fill this up. Now, this tank is listed as 6 milliliters on the website. Honestly, I kind of question it just because it doesn't seem much bigger than some of the other ones that I've dealt with. So I'm actually going to try to test that as best I can to see if I can actually fill 6 milliliters in this, because I have 5 ml tanks that seem like they hold more juice than this does. But I will find out, and I will update my review video for that to let you know for sure. But it's not bad looking. It's pretty solid. This is the black. It's also offered in a stainless steel or a silver, grayish. But that is how it looks. Really simple. Clouds are phenomenal. The flavor is fantastic for me, and that's at 80 watts. It's just a rock solid vape. Like I said, I've been using it about a week, and I've pretty much been using it, regularly all day. At home, I use an RDTA, but, out and about, that's basically what I have been using, and it is definitely worth the money. And it's not super expensive. So like I said, go to coilmaster.net. Definitely check it out for the money, even if you've never messed with one before, or if you're just looking to have an extra one or a new one. It is definitely worth the money to invest in this one. You know the name, you know the quality that they promote. It's definitely keeps in line with their craftsmanship. Like I said, it is something new that they're breaking into, but I definitely think for a first shot at this, they did a really decent job. Now, if they're going to change anything or upgrade it, I don't know yet, but I will definitely keep you informed of that. But definitely check out coilmaster.net. It's the Genesis style RDTA from them. As always, guys, I'm Token Vaping. I'm here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Pinterest. Anything that I can do myself to help further enhance your vaping experience and make it more enjoyable for you, it's the only reason why I do this. So definitely reach out to me if you have any questions, comments, concerns, a particular video that you'd like to see. I will do everything in my power to make that happen. But until next time, no matter what, always remember, morning, noon, night, regardless, truly love yourself. Vape on, vape strong. Have a good one, guys.